Hey you guys, it's Tracy and I'm so glad you're here today. And do I look bored? I don't look bored. I'm so not bored. I love doing this. I really do. But that's what we're going to talk about today is boredom. So what is it? What is boredom? How often do you use that as an excuse, or how often do you describe yourself as being bored? So let's just talk about the down and dirty. Boredom is a lack of creativity, right? Underneath that lack of creativity, or that belief of lack of creativity, is a discontent and uneasiness and a lack of belief in self, in your expanded self, and what you're capable of and what you can overcome and what you can do, and on and on and on. So that's what boredom is. And so, but it's deeper than just that word, I'm bored, blah, 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 blah. That's just an excuse, you know, it really is. So, hate to tell you, it's just an excuse. So don't be bored. Don't be bored. Be alive. Be alive and join in and do some fun stuff. So, but like what I want to tell you is, you know, again, it's about those perceptions. Remember, I was talking a couple weeks ago about the belief systems, and I talk about that a lot. So it's just a perception. You've tapped into a belief system that in some way you're not enough, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not creative enough, you know, whatever that is. But it's hardly an excuse in 2014, right, to be bored. We have access to so much stuff. Just, really, it's limitless. And let your mind, let your brain, let your ideas, let them be limitless too. So please don't be bored. Be excited. Find something to get happy about. So just remember, it's that you've tapped into that belief system and you know what to do. I've told you over and over again there, but I'll tell you again, get creative. Right? Find something to do. You know what? I used to say I was bored all the time when I was a teenager. And what was going on for me was I was depressed. I was depressed. I was anxious. I didn't like my life with my parents. I didn't like anything. I really had very few things. I can't say anything because I did have some horses and they really kept me going. But I didn't really dig my teenage years at all. And I would use the bored thing a lot. But it was just an excuse. I was in discontent with myself. I was in discord with myself. I didn't like what was going on around me, and I didn't feel I had any power to change. So that's kind of what we're talking about here. So if getting creative isn't a way for you, if you can't find something to do or to make or get a part of or to join or some outlet, then it's a little bit deeper, you know, it's a little bit deeper. So, you know, I always, the same thing, meditate, go commune with nature, you know, listen to inspiring, uplifting music, do some volunteer work, get excited about something and how you can help and how you can serve, you know, plan things. Look, I mean, you can make a video about anything, and there's so many places you can put it out there, right? You can do so many things. So really take a look at that if you're one of those people that get bored. Also, I want to talk to you about TV. How does TV come up with boredom, right? I mean, really? I mean, people lay around on the couch and they watch and watch and watch, and you can just see they're glazed over. Kids are glazed over. Adults are glazed over. I mean, you know, checked out. You know, some would say bored, cause irritation, aggravation. You know, my husband and I, we don't have cable. And I spent more than half of my adult life without TV at all. So I've accessed and tapped into, what can I do now, right? I didn't ever have that little click to turn it on. So, you know, I got creative and entertained myself and volunteered and connected with people and wrote and sang and danced and, you know, did all kinds of crazy stuff, you know, but I entertained myself. So, and I know we do have Netflix, you know, and I know that sometimes we can get in a really bad habit of watching like a Netflix series, but there just reaches a point where I'm just like, this has got to end. This is not fulfilling. This isn't good for me. It isn't good for the planet. It isn't good for our relationship. And so we have to catch ourselves too. We know how addictive that stuff can be. And so like, we got, okay, cut it all off, right? And just be present or manage it, you know. Sure, do you need a distraction sometime? Do you need just some downtime to chillax? Yeah, distractions are great tools. Chillaxing is amazing, right? But watch that, don't let it get to the point where you might feel bored or you feel agitated because you're not doing something, you're not being your best in that moment. All right, so here comes the big one. When you're doing that, you're not very interesting. You just aren't. So, what are you going to talk about? The next episode of blah, blah, blah? Really? How interesting is that? Right? Be interesting. Dive deep into yourself and find all that richness that's down inside of you, because it is there. It is there. And share it with us. So, I'm sorry for that ouchie poo statement. Not really. I'm never sorry for those ouchie poo statements. It's real. Be interesting. Get into who you are. Find out who you are and share it with us, right? We want the best of you. Your family wants the best of you. The planet needs the best of you. So give it to us. It's fun. You will feel fun. You will feel alive. You will feel excited. You will feel inspired. So I know that might have been a toughie, but you'll get over it. And I love you. Bye.